Hi everyone, this is Laura, and I just want to wish all the daddies out there a happy Father's Day. And for all the mommies that act like daddies, happy Father's Day. To all the men in my life who I love and cherish, happy Father's Day. And I want to share with you a Father's Day card that I made for my husband. And the reason I really wanted to share this card with you was I had lots and lots of fun making it. But the more I made this card, the more I realized when I had to clean them and put them away, gosh, I used a lot of stamps for one card. And thanks to my good friend Emchanted Steph, um, who's Steph here. I mean, she's Enchanted Steph on YouTube, but I know her as Steph. Um, Thanks to watching her videos and seeing all the scene cards, because I've always loved seeing um, making scenes with cards, layouts, and such. But I never really utilized as many stamps as I have. I would just use the one stamp set and stick to the one stamp set. I didn't do that this time. And I'm hoping that Steph is watching this video because I wanted to thank her for all her tutorials, for all the kindness that she shares with us, for sharing those amazing savings and deals that she gets when she purchases her stamps and her coupon codes. Thank you so much, Steph. You are a sweetie pie. And I hope you like this card that I made because I used 10, count them, 10 stamp sets to create this card. And I had so much fun doing it that I think I may use that as a future challenge for you guys. I have already a challenge going on my channel right now, so I can't do another one. But I just may very well make everyone make a card with 10 stamps. And I'm going to show you those stamp sets so no one calls me a fibber. The first stamp, yes, I don't care if it's small. I still used it, right? This is my handmade stamp. And I will fill that in later. That's one. The second one I'm going to show you is this city scene. And the reason I'm going to point this one out first is because I do not have the stamp set with me right now. I shared the card with my cousin Yuka, and she loved it so much that she requested to borrow this stamp set. And this was given to me by Jackie, who's Scrapping Latina here on YouTube. Thank you so much, my friend. I really, really love my stamp set. You don't know how much. I've used this on so many projects. She knows how much I love it. So that was number 2. Now I'll share with you the rest. Number 3 is this heart and this number 1. And this came from the Miss Caroline stamp set. And this is called Adventures. That's number 3. Number 4 was from this Tim Holtz artsy stamp sets, visual artsy. And I used this truck, this ticket, the arrows, this truck, and that photo corner. And that's all from one stamp set. Okay, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, I used this stamp set, and this is by Stampinology, and I used this little stamp right here, and this has been in my stash like forever, guys. I couldn't even tell you. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is this stamp set by My Favorite Things, and this I had actually purchased last year to make some Father's Day cards. And I love it. And of course the one I used I put in backwards, so you can see that later. Number 7, I actually used both of these stamps, and this is one, and that's the one I used over here that I cut apart, and this one as well. So that's number 8. Or is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that is 7. Number 8, I used this little fire hydrant from my new Lawn Fawn stamp set, and this is the, what's this called again? Critters in the Dog Park. And I love, love, love this set. So I used that little fire hydrant. Number 8, I used this stamp set, and this was gifted to me by Nuka. This is my Inka Dinka Doo stamp set. And this one is called Road Trip. And I love this stamp, so I used King of the Road. And I also used this border stamp right here. And I love, love, love this. Thank you, Nuka. And last but not least, number 10, I use this as my background stamp. And this I have purchased from Stampers Best. I believe it was about 2 years ago. You can probably still find it on Stampers Best. And it's called Brick Wall Background. Love it. So, 10 stamp sets. And I used them all. And I will share with you now this card. Before I share my card with you guys, I just want to share with you two quick announcements. First is about Enchanted Steph, who is one of those sweetest, sweetest ladies here on YouTube. She has a blog now, and she's doing some really cute projects for Blue Buttons Studio, and she has an amazing little giveaway going on. She has some amazing projects to share. So I just want to spread the word for her because she is always doing so much for us. So if you guys can go over and check out her blog and her channel. I'm going to give you a warning though. If you don't want to do any shopping, don't go over there and look at her stamps anytime soon because they are gorgeous. Beautiful scene cards. The other person, and I will have a link to Stephanie's channel and her blog in the link in the description box. The other person is Mama JT4, who is one of my sweetest, sweet friends here on YouTube. And she is Louise. She is making the prettiest, prettiest crochet flowers, which she is now selling on her channel. And she is the Shabby Chic Queen. I love, love, love her projects. She is so into the Shabby Chic. And she has Shabby Chic colors on her flowers too. So I'm going to have a link to her channel as well in the description box. You guys go on over and show her some love. So real quick, I started out with an 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And I used this marble parchment cardstock paper. And I just folded it in half. I made the card into a 5 by 7. I just stepped that background. And that was one of the stamps that I shared with you earlier. And for the whole entire card, I distressed and used barn door, black soot, faded jeans, peeled paint, and I used a lot of pumice stone and weatherwood. So those were the colors, and I either used the ink pads or the distress markers for all of them. So what I did with this stamp, I just fussy cut it apart and I glued that onto the brick wall. I wanted it to kind of look like graffiti or something to that effect. And I added this ticket in back of the 4. This was a corner stamp. To that I added this metal little bread heart. And over here I added a little silver button to this stamp that I fussy cut and colored it in with the distress markers. This city scene, like I said, this is from a stamp set that was gifted to me by Jackie. And unfortunately, I don't have it with me because I lent it to my cousin. She has it right now. But I just added some stickles just to give it the appearance of windows twinkling in the way, way distant background. And to the front of the card, I have a little fire hydrant, which I colored in with my distress markers. And I also used a metallic silver gel pen on the fire hydrant. On the cars, besides coloring them in with my distress markers, I also used some of this Mosh Posh Dimensional Magic, which I love. Love it, love it, love it, love it. On the bottom of the card here, I have some black cardstock, which I used my white gel pen that Vicky, Me Love Bono, gifted me for Christmas. Thank you so much, my love. I cannot tell you how much I love that darn gel pen. It's one of my favorites. And I use it all the time, especially on my character images. And I distressed everything with the faded jeans. And this is another stamp. These arrows, I actually fussy cut them all out after after I colored them in, and then I distressed them with black soot. And then on the inside of the card, I have some more of the stamped images. Oh, a little blue string. For the background, that's this one right here. I used my Cuttlebug, and this is called Diamond Plate. And that's this one right here. And then I colored that in with my Distress Metallic paint. It's crushed pewter. And you can see I got all the paint all over the jar. Yeah, messy me. And then after I colored that in and let it dry, I also, and I don't know if you can tell, I wanted it to look kind of dingy and look like some of these plates that you see in the city when you're walking in the streets. They have all kinds of stuff on it. So I used my Moonlight Glimmer Mist spray, and I sprayed all that on top of there. And then to that I added all my fussy cuts. So over here it says, "For my man, King of the Road, Happy Father's Day." This I just stamped out on white cardstock, and then I put some black cardstock behind it, fussy cut it, and I distressed everything with faded jeans. I also stamped the border here with faded jeans. I added some of those fussy cut arrows. Distressed this piece, and these one, two, three pieces. These was just scraps of paper from a previous card that I had in my stash. The truck I did with peeled paint, and again I just did those glossy accent treatments. And then over here I have this gross grain navy blue ribbon that I just ran down the card, and I glued it on down. So that's the inside. I hope my honey likes it. This is his very special 10 stamp card that I made. So I hope you all enjoy. Again, happy Father's Day to all the daddies in the world. Where would we be without our dads, right? And happy Father's Day to all the men in my life that I love. And enjoy your weekend and be blessed. Thank you all for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye now.